Coming to you live from the Pacific Northwest in an undisclosed bunker in Oregon. So I want to try another live stream tonight. Try a little bit different time. We'll see how it goes. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. I had to deal with the dog, so I'm usually on time, and I hate people that aren't on time. So, anyway, I set up a Discord. I've had it for a long time, but if you want to join the Discord, links below. And I set it up, and then I had somebody tell me it wasn't working. So I updated the app on my Apple iPhone. And of course, I couldn't I could get back into it, but I couldn't do anything. And I kind of took that. Well, I didn't kind of. I did take the video down temporarily till I did a day and a half of troubleshooting of why I couldn't use the updated app. Did everything: uninstall, reinstall, reboot phone. Dump the data on the app, everything. And then yesterday, I felt like a fool. I talked to one of my veteran buddies yesterday. I called him and said, "Man, I was just such an idiot for not thinking of this." But I have my text settings, so the text is bigger. And as soon as I dumped that all the way down to where I couldn't read it even with my glasses on, boy, there was that got it button right there. And I'm like, God, I can't believe I spent a day and a half dicking around with that stuff. But anyway, that was, I was in tech support for a long time, but, I'm not, I guess I'm pretty good with Apple. But, I think that was the last thing I would have thought about. The text size, was conflicting with the updated version of Discord. So anyway, check it out. It's going to be simple for now. We'll see how many people get in there. And yeah, we'll see. Hey, Truth Seeker Female. Who is here right now? I think you are the only one. You and me. But yeah, I was kind of checking out. I was listening to some financial stuff today, and Mouthpiece Media. If you haven't subscribed to him, he's my buddy. But go over and subscribe to his channel. He put out a video. I think it was yesterday. It's about cash and be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Got to go watch that. And Green Greg's put out a video the other day that was pretty good about gold backs. You got to go watch that. It's pretty good, and I think it's a good idea. And I think there's 4 states that accept that type of payment, and it's 2 of them I know are Utah and New Hampshire. I can't remember the other ones, but yeah, go over to Green Greg's and check out that video. We need to start building communities, which geez, I've been trying to do this for 2 years plus, and barter system and staying out cash, because what's going on in the world? We could be. You can get up and talk about your opinion on Ukraine and Russia. I really don't want to get into who's right and who's wrong, but it could be World War III. And I just was listening to Caravan to Midnight, which is John B. Wells on the radio, and he had a guest on, and they were talking about wheat futures went skyrocketed after they kicked Russia off the SWIFT banking system. So expect wheat shortages probably this summer, higher wheat prices, anything made with wheat. So yeah, just keep your eye on everything that's going on. You'll be better prepared. And I'm not. I'm a semi prepper, but I think I'm good for a while. Plus, I got back doors and stuff I can go to. So okay, let me see. True Secret. Yeah, I did hear something about DC. Yeah, I've been watching on and off Saznak throughout the day. Just check it for a while, but he did a video. They were doing the speeches, and they're not going in DC. Even one guy said he was going to go in there no matter what. But the overall plan, they really didn't give it today because they don't want the opposition and the government to know what's going on. So they're supposedly there's going to be a meeting tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern time, and maybe they'll get the truckers up and rolling, and then they'll announce where they're going. They may be moving closer to DC, but I agree they should keep everything close to the vest, and nobody needs to know until they decide to do it. So, very very energetic day to day there in Maryland, and I know there's other convoys on the way. I'm not sure if they're going to join there or they're going to do their own thing, but yeah, it's pretty inspiring. And they brought out the big flag again last night. So truck yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, this whole Russia Ukraine thing is taking over the news. From what I see, nobody's reporting on the convoys really, and then heard on the radio today. Haven't really had time to confirm it because I was kind of taking a break a little while. But looks like Newsmax and Fox were taking money from the government to promote the vaccine. So, I know Fox has gone down in the last, I don't know, 6 7 years probably. They used to be good back in the '90s, but yeah. And then Newsmax. I mean, to me, it's just a bunch of talking heads on there, all their hosts and stuff, and they get good guests up, but it's still just talking heads, and you know, they still all these internet streamers that are, like Newsmax streams 24 hours a day. The commercials that pop up are like, "Get your vaccine," and I mean, it still happens here in Oregon with if you turn on the TV throughout the day, you're going to see probably 15 videos, commercials saying, "Hey, go get your vaccine," paid by the federal government, So anyway, oh, we got two in here now. Cool. Yeah, but anybody wants to come up, links up there. Just trying to do this. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with live streams, but don't know. Don't know if it's my personality or what. Need to know so I can make it better. I've been racking my brain about live streams of how can I make this better. I'm not the happy-go-lucky guy. A lot of people watch, or somebody that's going to talk about total bullshit for 3 hours and have 1,000 people watching and talking about just stupid crap that has no meaning to anybody's life really, other than entertainment. The whole thing for me is trying to organize, and like I said, I've been on Discord for 2 years, and then originally I created a server there, and then I didn't really populate it. I joined a couple other servers, and one server is basically, I'm not gonna say which servers, but one is where me and my little tiny group of buddies across the United States, we put stuff, and then we also have Signal, and I got to download Zello app again, which I talked about Zello app, geez, a year and a half ago about using Zello. That's so basically like a walkie-talkie where you can have a group and you can get a hold of them, and yeah. I heard civilians are going to Ukraine to help. Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, I couldn't sleep again last night, so I got up and I turned on the TV, and I can't remember what I was watching, but I flipped the channels and it was like Entertainment Tonight, and I was like, "Well, what the hell are they talking about?" Because I'm always scanning for what the media's doing, and they had a story about some Russian dancer that it was a male, but he fled Ukraine, came back to America, and he was like, "I feel so bad because I was on a train with all women and kids," and it's like, "Yeah, dude, you should be." I mean, he was like probably in his early 30s. You should be out there fighting fighting the Russians. Just my opinion. Don't be a coward and leave. But we'll see. I've had intel that there's certain I'm not gonna say really on this platform, but yeah, I got some good intel partners that I partner with, and they're former, yeah, they're former, yeah. Let's just say they're former. You know, I mean, I have no problem saying I'm former Army because my MOS was not anything big. You know, bridge engineer, combat engineer. You know, first in, first out. But yeah, but yeah, the trucker convoy there, and or the it's not really a trucker convoy; it's everybody convoy. I mean, it was pretty good, and the stands were packed there at the raceway when they were giving speeches, and yeah, it looked pretty cool. I wish I could be there, but okay. So I got one person that dropped out. Anybody has any feedback for me? Please give it to me in a comment on my live streams. What do you want me to do better? They cut off RT News. Yeah. However, I got pictures of articles today. I only had 1 minute to take pics of the headlines. Yeah. Well, the headlines are one thing. I mean, that's what I hate about the news and around the world is there's a headline, and then once you read the story and you get all the way to the bottom, it's like, well, the headline doesn't match what the story is about. You jackass, clickbaiters. You know, read the full article, people. Read the full article. You can't get you can't take a headline. You know, I mean, the local news here in Portland does it all the time, and you know, you'll click on it and then you'll read the article or watch a video, and it's like, what? The title of the article or the video is total clickbait. You know, it's like waste of time. But you get to watch a commercial in the meantime. You get to generate revenue for them. But yeah, I saw Travel Fun 69. He came down from Canada. I guess he's vaccinated. He was up there covering Ottawa. I don't know if anybody knows him, but he's down there, and he was live streaming today, and he ran into Sasnak, and Sasnak came up to him later after he quit his streaming because that guy's just a beast on streaming, and sometimes I'll just like watch for a little while, and then I'll come back hours later, and he's still streaming. I'm like, damn, man, guy needs a guy needs a break, and he's got a cool truck too. So hey, there he is. Or a Northern Brigade. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Yeah, man. Hey, I think you joined my Discord, didn't you? I think so. Good day. How you doing? Good to see you here. Good people as always. True Seeker Female, how's it going up there? You still working in your state? I know it's state. I'm not gonna say, but they lifting the mandates and stuff. But I mean, we're still. They're gonna lift the mask mandate here in Oregon, I think next week. But Kate Brown still has emergency powers for a while, which we need to get rid of that. And they're protesting. For Ukraine up in Portland when they should be protesting down in Salem to, take our rights back. And I don't know. There was another flag wave. I didn't even watch it. One of the local streamers in Portland. It's like black conservative preacher. He's from Portland. I don't know if anybody knows him. He's a good guy. He filmed a lot of Antifa, and I mean he's very he's Christian and conservative. Uh, But I mean, he's just overall good guy. But he flew out there to Maryland, and he was with Oreo Express the other night, and he was saying, and I agree with him totally. And that's what I've been trying to get these streamers in Portland to do is he said, well, we go out every weekend and we wave flags and stuff, but then we go home and we don't do anything. And I'm like, exactly, and it's like maybe this is starting to set in with people. Flag waves are great, but connect with people and then when you go home, it's not hoorah. I waved the flag for a while. I feel like, man, I did my part. Well, you need to do more. Uh, oh, you got good weather back there? Yeah, it looks like it's getting warm in the south. I saw that. Fuel is high. Yeah. Oh, geez. I had a half tank. I thought I would better fill up before it goes up too much. And the cheapest place I could find in my area is, and it was like, well, they had it like 419 by F5, and I drove on the other side of town to a Safeway, and it was 409. $25 to get 6 gallons. It was ridiculous. Total ridiculous. Plus, I mean, you go to the store and everything's going up like it seems like almost 50 cents a week, man. Jeez. Loaf of bread. You used to be able to, get a cheap loaf of bread for like $1.25, and now it's $2. And you know, um, cheese is going up. I mean, everything's going up across the board. 419 up there in your area. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, well, I'm hearing, and I don't know where it's going to go, but I remember back in the 2008, 2007, 2000, or no, it's 2008. Up here in Oregon, we were paying like 439, and of course, my ex-wife wanted to take the kids on a road trip. Went up around, went up to Olympia and went around the Olympic Peninsula and came down the coast, and that was like, I don't know how many miles we put on, but man, it was just expensive filling up the van. Uh, they're building homes here, going for 700,000. Yeah, they're doing that. Just I'd say about 2 miles from me. We got that new Amazon, distribution center, being built here, and just on the other side of the freeway, maybe like, I don't know, quarter mile. There's this farmer sold all his land, and they got houses down there up and down, and it's like they're gonna put in like greenways and parks and paths. And from what I've seen, I mean, a lot of the houses are already done, but they're 700,000 plus too. Yeah, and in my town, they're building houses too in a new subdivision, which, I mean, it's only going to raise the price of my house, so I guess it's a good thing. But oh, $2 a liter. Holy crap! Wow, that's, yeah. I think, what does that equal? Like $8.5 a gallon or something. I saw somebody on a stream, I think yesterday, was talking about the prices up in Canada, and some guy was there from Britain saying how much they were paying for a liter, and I was like, well, can't really do the math in my head right now. Yeah, farms are gone here. Yeah. Well, I mean, the farmers, I mean, a lot of these farmers, I think the farmers that they sold, I mean, just a couple hundred acres to Amazon. They only got, like, from what I heard from the local intel that I have, said they only paid like 2.8 million to the two farmers for the two fields there. And it's like, maybe these guys are old and they're retired, and I mean, they weren't growing much there anyway. They were growing cauliflower and mostly hay and grass seed and stuff, because where I live is the grass seed capital of the world. They grow a lot of grass seed here in Oregon. A lot of onions, a lot of cauliflower, broccoli, garlic. Got a couple hemp farms, but very rarely do you see a cornfield here, in my area up here in Oregon. Every once in a while, every 4 or 5 years. But all of these farmers in my area, they'll plant one crop, and then the next year they just leave it fallow, and they go out and cut the hay and sell the hay, and next year then they're out there planting something different. So They build medical building, and we have no doctors or nurses to fill in the spots. Yeah, well, they built one. I think it was about a year and a half ago. They built a new. It was, well, actually, it was right. I think it got finished right before COVID hit. It's a small urgent care clinic. I mean, it's really close to me. Like, geez, 2 miles, if that. And during the whole pandemic, I drive around that area, and there was nobody over in the parking lot. So yeah, a liter would barely fill your weed eater. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, because a liter's like, isn't it like a quart? Yeah, liter's like a quart, I think. I don't know. I mean, I remember living in Germany and having the both times, and if we got, I didn't have a car when I was in the military because I was enlisted and didn't have a wife or anything. But when I was growing up there, we if we got gas, on a trip somewhere, everything was liters. Luckily, we had gas stations on base, so okay, 5 buildings. All right. Yeah, I did hear there's more truckers coming into or convoys coming in tomorrow too. So we'll have to wait and see on that. The I don't know where the I haven't heard any updates on where the North Dakota, the Colorado, and the Northwest convoys are. I don't know if they're there. And I think there was one coming down from Minneapolis or Minnesota, and somebody said today somewhere. I think it was like two different people I saw said that there was one coming down from New York, another one coming down from New York, and I think earlier this week somebody said there was one leaving from New Hampshire. But that'd be cool, that'd be cool. Get as many. I mean, they still have more parking there in Maryland. They can fit them. 8 pack of paper, $8 if you can get it. Well, you guys, the exchange rate on your American to Australian dollars is like, I don't know, what is it? What is it like? You guys have to pay $1.25 for every dollar, U.S. dollar, I think. Haven't checked exchange rates lately, but I know the Canadian dollar is a little bit stronger than the Australian dollar. Yeah, maybe time to stock up on toilet paper again if World War III is going to happen, right? Who knows? We'll see. I don't know. I think you know we're backing the bear in a quarter. That's about all I'm gonna say. And I mean, there's all kinds of opinions of what's going on, and I watch guys like Green Greggs and some other guys that have intel, really good intel all the time, and it's like, well, nobody can seem to come to a consensus because nobody, I mean, literally nobody's on the ground, so we don't know what the hell's going on over there. We don't know. Yeah, and I'd probably stock up on a lot of other stuff too if you can, before prices go up anymore. Definitely. When you go to the store, grab a couple extra cans of beans or a bag of rice or you know, because it's only going to go up in price, unfortunately. And let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. He's in Delaware this weekend again. He's at home. Anybody get any inspiration off his speech the other day? Oh my God. Anybody have any comments on Nancy like standing up and rubbing her knuckles together? That was freaking creepy. My mom even said, "Man, that was like." She's like, "What's up with Nancy Pelosi, man? That was just insane, creepy." Yeah, 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 yeah. Man, I don't know. I don't know how the guy. Well, I kind of do know why the guy's in there, but what are we gonna do? We're gonna, get rid of him and have Kamala, and or if she doesn't do anything and she gets removed, then we got Nancy Pelosi. Thank God. Hopefully, she's gonna retire. I mean, I'm hearing from California people that she may retire this year, so because they're gonna get smacked in November, which I don't I don't think we have time, to wait until November to quote fix the country and wait for Trump to come back. Hang on a second, my dog's going nuts. Jeez, he sleeps, and then when I get on the phone or start talking online or on the phone, he just gets nuts. He's getting old though. Uh, where was I? Joe. Oh, Lindsey Graham. Yeah. Hey man, Lindsey Graham is just a. He's always been a rhino, and what he said the other day about Putin or taking Putin out. Way to go, dipshit. Replaced the whole lot of them. Yeah, absolutely. Well, some of the trucker speakers. Well, one of the guys was saying that. He doesn't care if he's not leaving. He said he's gonna stay in a cardboard box there. We'll see. But until something changes. But there was a guy. I think it was Sasnak that interviewed two of the leaders of the People's Convoy, or the People's Convoy, and they said that they have representatives calling them to come down and meet them in D.C. and they basically said, "No, you come up here and meet us." You know, and I was like, "That's pretty good." Hell yeah. Uh, okay. Sheep are now preppers, toilet paper, and small bottles of water. Yeah, well, yeah. Hey, what's going on down there? I watched. I can't remember what the guy's name is. He's over near Canberra or something. He's been live streaming, because of the time difference there. I don't really catch it until the next day. But looks like there's some protests going on in Canberra, and I guess I don't know if there's convoy down there, but yeah, I mean it's good to see Australians standing up. I don't know what the hell Canada's doing now. They had all that effort and nothing really came of it. And I watch a couple Canadian streamers every once in a while, and they're basically saying the same thing. It really didn't have an effect. 23 days of staying there in Ottawa didn't really have an effect. Well, uh, we do it better in America, man. I appreciate them kicking it off and getting us, giving America the swift kick in the ass. But I think we're going to do it the right way, and hopefully it'll be sustained. That's the whole thing. We need to sustain this somehow, and unfortunately, I live in a damn blue state where everybody's lazy and complacent. Even conservatives, they don't want to stick their necks out. Sorry, all the conservatives I know talk a good game, but when you ask them to, let's get something organized, they kind of creep in their little hole. It's very frustrating. Very frustrating. I know a couple other people that I'm involved with. They're frustrated too in their states, and they're all blue states. So until something majorly changes here in on the West Coast, I mean, I love I love Oregon, but it's almost getting unbearable. And Washington just passed a magazine capacity law, which Ainsley's going to probably not. He's not going to probably sign. He's going to sign it 1,000%. So all these Washingtonians should have been keeping their eye on the ball, and why they didn't do more to stop that. hey, good luck at turning in all your magazines and only keeping 10 round magazines. Good luck with that. Way to go, lazy Washingtonians. Way to go. And Oregonians, watch out. That's probably coming here next. So keep your eye on the state legislature's website, like I do. And if anything like this is going on, we need to get people en masse down to the Capitol. Say, hell no, we're not going for a magazine capacity ban. No, absolutely not. No way. I mean, we already have the stupid law, where you have to store your gun with a gun lock and in one area and your ammunition in a different area, which I don't even know how the hell they're going to enforce that shit. But time for West Coast conservatives to get their heads out of their asses and start organizing. Sorry, I'm not sorry. It's time for us on the West Coast to stop worrying about Antifa and all the counter protesters and all this bullshit and get something done. Because that's all I hear up here is, well, we don't announce anything because we're afraid Antifa is going to show up. Who cares? The media's against you anyway. They're going to spin it their own way. What's the freaking point? You going to hide in your house? Jeez. Let me see. Bank freezing better not happen here. Yeah, no shit. If that happens, everybody. I mean, like I said, you should go watch that video from Green Greg's about goldbacks and go over to Mouthpiece Media's channel and check out his video. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's about cash. Yeah, go watch that. Banks are not giving out loans, but they're giving out car loans. This is weird. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, Australian news is censored. You have a YouTube American news to see what's happening here. Oh, but well, I only really check out streamers down there, and then Sky News is okay. I mean, I usually check Sky News only. Yeah, they poke fun at Joe Biden all the time, so I like those. Those are freaking pretty hilarious. But yeah, I mean, you guys have state-run media like Canada does with the CBC and Global News all get like 600 billion dollars a year, 600 million. I can't remember, but I mean, we got PBS here, and NPR, and they're all government funded shit too. And of course, all the liberals up here in Oregon listen to NPR and watch OPB or public broadcasting, all government propaganda. Yep. But yeah, I mean, what I'm seeing down in Australia, geez, I'm trying to find more news about New Zealand too, because I think they were out there this week, from what I can tell. I haven't really checked too much more on that, but they were out down at their parliament, and like I said it the other night, I saw a video where the cops were just beating the shit out of some old guy, which was it was disturbing to say the least. But y'all should have never given up your lead-bearing weapons, man. Never should have done it. That's what's different about America and Canada and New Zealand and Australia. I think the government's actually starting to fear this movement that we got going on here. I really do. They need to pull their heads out of their asses. People need to get rid of Lindsey Graham and all the other rhinos and just get rid of them. Period. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I've been registered independent for almost 20 years here in Oregon. But we need to get rid of all these guys and gals, and all these talking heads. I mean, I like Boebert. I like Marjorie Taylor Greene, and I know we're the rhinos the Republicans are in the minority party now, and they go out and talk, but it's like, let's get something done. Hey, stop fundraising all the time for the damn Republican National Party. You get out there, talk to your constituents, hey, get up there to the damn trucker convoy and talk to these guys. Screw raising money for these corrupt political parties that we have in the states. It's my opinion. Opinion of the host. Tens of thousands protesting in mainstream reports 6 to 10 causing problems. Yeah, well, the media up here, they're either not reporting it or, they're saying, well, it's just 100 or 50 trucks or 12 trucks or whatever. But, some of the drone footage were, like the other night, God, there's a video. I was going to post it on my channel and I was like, nah, probably not. I shouldn't do it. But it was a drone footage of the flag there. And I think it was in Indiana, Monrovia. And it had somebody playing the guitar, electric guitar, and Star Spangled Banner, and the drones just flying over this huge, 97 by 53 foot or whatever size it is flag, and it was just freaking awesome. And if that doesn't get something moving in your heart and in your soul, there's something wrong, man. You're not American. Sorry. Yeah, whatever happened to Joe the plumber? Yeah. Yeah, whatever happened to him? I thought he was running, or didn't he run for Congress a long time ago? But that was during the Tea Party shit, where the Tea Party, they won, and then guess what happened? They all found out what Washington was, and they all fell in line and became rhinos, and not so much conservative. Yeah, yeah, that's a good question. I really actually would like to know what the hell's going on, Joe the plumber. Now it's been what 12 years or so since. Or maybe was that 2012 election? Yeah, I think it was. So 10 years or whatever. Uh, yeah, I think the whole world's brainwashed, man. That's why you got to use discernment and you know organize with people that actually know what's going on. You know, geez, I mean, I can't tell you how many people I used to watch and back in early 2020 and that talked about the virus and they were dead on. They were dead on, and it's all being proven now. And boy, they sure got canceled off of social media. And I'm wondering if YouTube's gonna, restore all these channels that basically got banned because of misinformation, and it wasn't actually misinformation. Huh? Doubt it, but would you just sit down, dude? Sit down. I don't know why he's having a problem. You got a sneeze? You got a sneeze, little boy? Weird. That's what happens when your dog starts getting old. Uh-oh, got a guest coming up. Hold on a second here. All right, man. I was getting almost ready to.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, hang on a second. Hang on, because I'm kind of stuck here. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, yeah, I
Cool.
can hear you. Yeah, it just got stuck. I couldn't close the damn window after I accepted it. StreamYard.
Yep. I was thinking about like something you said how like some countries don't have their guns anymore,
Right.
and like when you think about it, like how something like that rolls out,
Right.
and
And how the hell did?
and how and like when you say no, how messy that can get. You know what I mean? That could
Well,
go
exactly.
south
But
real fucking quick. You know?
how did Washington let that pass up there? I know it's you know majority in the legislature and the governor's Democrat, but I mean, come on, I didn't see anybody talking about it, fighting or saying, "Hey, go check this out." And I mean, I knew about it. I think I did a video on it on my old channel that got blown away by YouTube, but I have no way to verify that I did, but I'm pretty sure I did. because I was always trying to post stuff about 2A stuff, when I saw it in Oregon and Washington. But it's like, how did they let this happen, man? It just
Well, they
happened.
made it. They made it so difficult to obtain them through these stupid laws. Like they're little. Like as they chip away at it, everything gets so out of hand that no one can fucking afford to have them. If you can,
Hey,
they
well,
just make it that difficult, and then they just pull the rug out from underneath them and said, "Ha ha ha, we were just kidding," you know, fuckers, you
right.
know.
It's the Second
Because I
Amendment.
think I think they actually like I don't know this for sure. Maybe someone from Australia can chime in on this, but like I heard, so this is purely like something I heard. It's it's not gospel or nothing, but uh, I heard that like for a while they were allowed to like go to like armories and check them out. Like they could go and get their guns out or something, and then they took that away.
Yeah, I think
Like for a
I've heard.
while they were allowed they had to keep them places, and you had to
Right.
pay money to keep them there. I mean, like they just made it so difficult. I think is what they did, and it would have been a lot messier just to say no.
Well, let's see what Good Day if he may want to chime in. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, just my icon doesn't look like it's moving when I talk. So,
Yeah,
hey,
mine's
Buck
yeah.
Bullets, how's everybody doing? Or how you doing, man? Doing as good as can be possible, man. Getting a little bit motivated from this movement that's going on in America, which is pretty damn awesome. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I mean, you know, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to regulation, it's like this. The only amendments that's regulated heavily is the Second Amendment. You don't need a permit to go out on the street and speak your mind. You don't need a permit to not let soldiers be quartered in your house, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's
Yeah,
like we all we all we all here know what the gist is, right? You know, Klaus Schwab, World Economic Forum, global economy, social credit score, China, uh, you know, communism like the Chinese have, and yep, it's coming, folks. It's coming. Unless people get off their freaking asses.
I hear all kinds of stuff about that too. I don't even know what's going on with that convoy, but I hear all kinds of mixed stuff, whether it's propaganda or not.
No, man, it's been pretty. Yeah, like I texted you earlier, man. No,
Yeah,
they had no problems on the way there. They had cops. The Illinois state cops were given a directive to kind of crack down, and from everything I saw, there's cops waving at these guys when they were driving by, and truckers were passing the cops, and the cops would turn on their sirens and stuff and turn it off, in support. There, no, I mean, and there's been, I think there earlier today there was, I don't know what was going on because the guy was a little ways away, but somebody was acting up down there, and they kind of gently removed that person from the facility there. So they have security that is visible, and they have security that's not visible. So the not visible part is like brilliant. The strategy on this thing is very impressive in my mind. What they're doing, they're not announcing anything until they're rolling somewhere, and then they're like, you can hear it over the CBs, where they announce where they're going because they don't want the opposition and the government to know where the hell they're going.
yeah. Well, that's good. I hope
Yeah.
they're doing stuff like that because they're
Yeah.
pretty sure there is something nefarious gonna be going in with them.
Yeah. And
And
one of
like
the guys.
I'd be watching for. I think the truckers they're saying we're not going into DC,
No.
but you'd be watching the ones that do go in there might not be on the same. You know what I mean? And regardless of whether you're in DC or just outside of it, the ones that are in DC could cause a problem for everybody.
Right. And there's probably going to be some people that do that. I mean, that one guy, I don't know if he's in the leadership there, but I know the leadership. There's some veterans in there. One guy, he's actually he's an airline pilot, and he's there for the airline pilots, standing up against all this bull crap. And but the one guy was up talking tonight. I can't remember his name, but I'm not sure if he's part of it, the leadership there. But he said he's going down Constitutional Ave no matter what. And it's like,
Yeah.
hey, probably a bad idea, dude, because you may be the only one there, and you're gonna get trapped.
Hey, if you're not the only one, you're definitely gonna get it. You'll be stuck. You won't be able to
Right,
get out of there.
right.
I
But
think
yeah,
that's the silliest thing in the world. If you're gonna go anywhere and do anything, have a way out.
right. But they got. I mean, from what I heard, I mean, I haven't seen any videos of it, but I guess there's people that are involved that are down there right now that are like, just an average civilian, and they're doing surveillance down there, and then reporting back. So that's good. Hey,
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
what you do in combat, right? Send out a
Absolutely.
scout, right?
There's someone watching for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Always someone watching.
yeah. Hey, how's prices up there with food and stuff?
Gas, I said, is 4.19. It was yesterday. I don't know if it
Yeah,
went up from yesterday to today, but yesterday it was at 4.19. Yeah, everything's pretty much up. At least $2. Seems like just
yeah, yeah, yeah.
about $2 more than what it used to be. It seems like
Right.
for some things.
Well, you
Ammo's
guys,
out.
I know it's not like grow season or anything, but you guys have like local in your area because I mean you're up. I know where you're at, but
We have tons of apple trees around us. We have orchards
well, I
everywhere.
was gonna say you guys have like farm stores and stuff like that, because we got
Yeah,
little. There's a farm, and then during the wintertime that they sell pies and you know other stuff that's not perishable, and you can still go in there and get local honey or whatever. And
just
uh,
outside of our little town, like just outside of our little town, and it's still in the middle of nowhere pretty much. There's like a co-op where a farm, actually a new lady just bought it, where people can go in and they can set up a stand in there and stuff, and that place is pretty cool. But and like they get a percentage of whatever you sell, whatever.
yeah,
But we have a ice cream shop and a gas station, and there's a little place that sells all kinds of garden stuff, like in a greenhouse.
yeah,
So,
my little
but
town's
they
got
sell
a
anything you can imagine.
my little town. We got just a little tiny market. They built the Dollar General like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and then got a post office, a city hall, police department, and then like a Hispanic dive bar, and that's it. There's nothing else in town, man.
A dive bar.
No
We have
banks.
one of those
Yeah.
too. We got a
Uh,
dive bar. It's actually pretty big though.
well, I mean, literally, dude. Me and my ex-wife walked in there one time. I was like, yeah, let's just go check it out. We didn't have the kids; they were with their dads, and walked in there, and it was like about 12 feet wide by about I don't know, like 20 feet long, and it just looked like we're not even going to order food here, so we turned around and left. One of those. I'm not even going to get a beer here.
Our bar was an old bowling alley. Like there's a bowling alley that's out of service, and yeah, it's
Oh
pretty
God, I haven't
quaint.
gone bowling forever, man. Jeez.
I keep trying to anytime I go there, which it's been a couple years. I haven't been there since Autumn's been born. But yeah, I kept trying to talk him into opening the bowling alley. Like you got to fire that thing up, man.
Oh, Good Day says down there in Australia, wherever he's at, or wherever they're at, meat prices up 40 to 60%, and they trucker meats from the other side of the country. That's a long way. Australia's pretty damn big. Wow. Maybe time to go out and hunt some kangaroos or something. I don't know.
It almost seems like anytime Australia does something, they check and make sure that it's going to screw everybody that lives there. You know, they're like, well, I don't know. If we do this, it'd probably screw them more. Maybe we should do it that way. You know,
Well, they're
that's
still
probably how they work.
like Canada and New Zealand. They're still under the crown, man. You
Yeah.
know, and the meat is rubbish. Yeah, we
Can we
got
send them some steaks? Let's send them some steaks.
yeah we got good beef here in the states, but yeah, it is definitely even the price of chicken has just gone
You
through.
probably have to give it the old jabberoo to get it across to mail it to them. You'd
Yeah,
have to poke
yeah.
it.
We can send you some meat, but it's got to be
They'd
quarantined
have
for
to
2 days.
quarantine it for 2 weeks once it got there.
Yeah, that's a good one, buddy. That's a good one. Yep, yep. Well, it's like I think a lot of Canadians, want to move down to America, but if they come or want to cross the border, but if they don't have the jab, they still can't. They can leave, but they can't come back. Or no, they can't even leave if they don't have the jab, or one of the
That's
two.
that's
Um,
some Hotel California shit there.
yeah, yeah. So, that whole awesome movement they had for 23 days, man. It didn't accomplish anything.
Nope.
And I think they were out there. They had a protest out there in Ottawa yesterday. Because I mean, all
Well,
the Canadian
didn't
channels
they
I
actually get more rolls? Like, didn't they actually like put more rolls in place? Like, you're probably not allowed to have trucks around there anymore.
well, the people that got arrested, they can't go downtown. Well, like Zot, I mean, I was watching him because he was always interviewing the truckers. But I mean, when he got arrested, he can't go downtown and he can't leave the country. It's I don't even think he can leave the province until he gets to court and stuff. It's like, and he didn't do anything wrong. I mean, he was just filming and trying to get around, and the cops came up and
For just filming.
yeah, we're just filming. Yep.
That's
And
insane.
asking where to go. I mean, that was kind of the same thing down in the riots during Portland. A lot of the streamers would try to go in and cover stuff, and the cops would go, "Leave, leave, leave," and they're like, "Which way do I go?" And if you go pick the wrong way to go, there's other cops there that that end up arresting you or something.
Just herding them around.
Hey, there's Scarecrow 1776. What's going on, buddy?
How you doing, Scarecrow?
What's the skinny up there in your area? You guys should hook up sometime, man. You're close to him.
Hey, welcome to come over anytime, man. Come
Yeah,
on over. We'll go fishing.
Scarecrow's a good guy. Good guy.
We talked my neighbor into going out in his ice hut.
Yeah, you cold weather folks, all you guys can have all that crap.
What about out there tomorrow? It's going to be about 60 degrees.
Oh, you guys are warming up there too.
Yeah, it's been weird. Our weather's been going from like really hot to really cold. I'm talking the difference is a foot of snow and raining all day. Crazy.
Oh, good day. I missed that one. Sorry. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to chat here. Their local meat is top quality and exported to the Middle East. Yeah, well, you know, we got all this beef in America and we're importing from freaking Brazil. How much sense does that make? Jeez.
He needs to get a job at the slaughterhouse then, because that sounds like where it's at. I get it pre-shipping. Maybe they let you take some home, you know.
Well, I mean, they used to do that back in the 50s and 60s. Absolutely.
They take scraps home. We used to take stuff home all the time. All I
Yeah.
got to do was carry guts around in a wheelbarrow, though. I didn't have a fun job.
Well, back then, back in the 50s and 60s and even the 70s, you could go to a local butcher and they're getting it sourced locally, and it's not from a meat packing plant, and their prices were reasonable. Even in the 70s with the Carter inflation, well, Ford Carter inflation period there, where gas got out of control and prices just went up and interest rates went through the roof and stuff. That was before your time there, buddy.
Yeah,
Just a little
a
bit.
little bit.
Yeah. Put the link up. Okay, I'll put the link up. Hold on a second here. I didn't think anybody was going to show up tonight, but cool. This is awesome.
Yeah,
There you
Fran
go.
just said, and I was like, oh, I'll check and see if anyone's live.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I put it on my Signal group. I kind of was not, busy doing other stuff, and I didn't put it on the Discord. Albany's Discord, or I mean, I just didn't think about it really. It's kind of last minute, last hour and a half or so. I decided, well, I'll set one up and kind of move back to the time. If I feel like doing it, I do it. If not, I'll make it public and do it.
I think sometimes them ones turn out the best anyhow. It's almost like lack of advertisement gets you more.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Hey guys, am I in?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, you are. How you doing, buddy?
Good. Hey, I wanted to ask you about those gold dollars. Remember that video?
Yeah. Right. What do you want to ask?
I want to ask is he's selling them for regular money. What do you think about that?
Well, you got to have some. I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to go. I mean, you got to go. Find gold somewhere or silver and pay him in that. I mean, right now,
I don't know.
I think that could be the best option. I'll tell you what. I told Mouthpiece Media this last night when I was talking to him. I told him I was going to do it, but I had to go to the bank yesterday and run some errands, and I went into the bank and pulled out some cash. And there's a new girl working there, and I know the manager there. They're really nice. They know me by name. I walk in there like, "Hey, William, how you doing?" I'm like, "Cool," whatever. But yeah, I'm like, I think I pulled a couple $100 out, and lady's like, "How would you like that?" And I said, "I'd like it in gold, please." And and she kind of looked. I mean, she's a young girl, and just new to the branch, and she kind of gave me this deer in the headlights thing, and she's like, "Well, that would weigh a lot," and I'm like, $350 of gold is not going to weigh anything, And then I said, "Can I told her, I said, new girl, so I got to.
It's almost $2,000 an ounce.
Yeah, right. So
you're gonna get a piece the size of a fingernail.
Yeah, right. So I told her, I said, I want to, because I know the manager there, and I said, I want to speak to your manager. The manager came over, and I said, yeah, I'd like all this in gold, and she kind of winked at me, and the girl like didn't know what to do, and I said, I'm just messing with you, but I was trying to make a point, right?
Yeah.
Because I think that's a great idea. What that guy's got going on there. You guys, it looks like your state accepts it, man.
I know, it's crazy.
And
what is it?
Gold
back.
You got to spread the word because I've never heard of it, man.
Is it goldbacks?
Yeah, goldbacks.
I've heard about them recently.
Yeah, I just found out this week, and anytime I find out something cool like that, I send it out to Scarecrow and my other crew there in our little tight knit group, and it was just like, hey, that man, I watched it like twice. I was like, man, if you think about it, it's a great idea.
It is.
The whole thing about, you store cash in your house, it burns down, your cash is gone. But if, your house burns down, you got a pile, you got a puddle of freaking gold, it's non-perishable, right?
Yeah.
And it's always going to increase value over time because, the old saying, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, whatever, an ounce of gold.
From what I hear, though, I hear it's better to just get the real deal. Just get gold and silver.
It is gold, dude.
I thought it was just like a foil film or something.
No, it is, but it's gold.
It's all gold.
It's
the whole thing.
9.95% pure gold, dude.
Really?
Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
yeah, it's awesome. You should go watch it, dude. It's freaking
like
Brilliant
It's
idea.
bendy and stuff. Like you can fold it, put it in your wallet.
Yep.
No
Yes.
shit. Huh. I
It's
gotta
on,
see.
it's on the atomic level, dude. That's how precision it is.
I can't. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, I'll
How much
send
are
you
they? How much
specs.
is a dollar of it? Is a dollar of it a dollar?
Well, it's not $1, dude. It's a gold back. A gold back as of the day of the video was $3.16, and they have
Okay.
Yeah.
different denominations, and they're all different sizes and different thicknesses. It's freaking just a genius idea, man. Just absolutely genius,
Cool.
in my opinion.
That's how I felt about those commie bars, like the little sectional pieces that break off. I think those are pretty neat.
Oh, I'm going to buy a bunch of it, really.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, man. Seriously. I mean, it would probably never be accepted here in my state, but I'm trying to get the hell out of here, and
Well, in this day and world, it might be sooner than you think,
right, yeah, yeah,
because the dollar's worth nothing.
right. Dollar loses value all the time. I mean, you can't go to the, when I was
They
a kid.
keep printing money all the time.
Yeah, right. They create it out of thin air, and then Federal Reserve, loans it to the federal government, and federal government pays interest on it. Yeah, it's a great scheme. They're built, but all built by bankers back in the 1913, man, and before. They really knew
You're
what they
right,
were
Bill.
doing to screw Americans.
Uh,
Yeah,
yep.
your money's only good for wiping your backside with. Yeah, right. And our taxes go up.
Cha-
Yep, absolutely.
yep.
Yep. They just keep taxes.
Charles Schwab is the Rothschild.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that, but yeah, he's a
Yep.
evil
You can
evil,
look
evil
it up. I
person.
found that out recently.
Wow. Well, they don't hide crap on, they got their own website and they have their own videos there, and they just don't hide this crap. They tell you what they're
No,
gonna do, and of course,
that's how sure they are. That's how sure they are, Bill, of themselves. They
what's
don't
that?
hide it. That's
Oh yeah,
how
how sure
sure.
they are. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Agree. Yep. Because they thought this stuff out, years and years and decades ago. All
It's pretty much like they played it out before, just in different times,
yeah, right.
like stages of, I don't know,
Well, most Americans
what
don't
it's
even know.
called, technology, different stages of technology. Like
Well, they want the fourth industrial revolution, and I mean, look what's happening in the digital world. I mean, how screwed up. I mean, yeah, social media is good in a way, but I mean, in my opinion, social media has more negatives than positives because of how crazy it makes people and how addicted it makes people to. I mean, like people, like all these people that fucking do shit on TikTok and crap. Chinese own TikTok, and you're just gonna, act
Yep.
like a fool because I get 1 million views. Who gives a shit, man?
Hey,
That's our country now, man. Bunch of freaking
what do you?
idiots.
Yeah. What do you guys know about graphene?
It's in the, you know what?
I don't
yeah,
know a lot, so I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Well,
That's
the
all I'm
medical
asking.
treatment. It's in the medical
yeah,
treatment. Keep pushing.
the thing.
Is that that's what Joe
Oh,
Biden saying is going to cure cancer?
yeah, bullshit. Bikes and bullets got a good thing. There's no such thing as a debt ceiling using a debt-based currency. Right, right. Bikes and bullets is always nails it, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Swear to God, him and James got to get together sometime, man. Those guys would have a field day talking. They're both a little bit above my pay grade. Let's just say, I learned from,
Yeah.
I learned from the people that like bikes and bullets. Whenever I see them, I learn, like, oh man, I never thought about that. Or, of course, you guys know I'm good friends with Mouthpiece, and God, geez, we could talk for hours on freaking financial crap and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not to mention, lately we've been talking about old military stories and crap late at night. But yeah, I mean the goldbacks. I think Scarecrow. I think you're right, man. I might actually buy some here soon and just be like, okay, I'm gonna get away from my not doing digital transactions over the internet because I pay cash for everything. Kind of thing. If I mean, probably will never be able to use it here in Oregon, but you still have the physical gold there, no matter what. So,
Imagine going out and buying a motorhome with your goldbacks.
What's that?
I said, imagine going out and buying your motorhome with goldbacks.
Yeah. I'd have to probably go to Utah for that, man. I got to check into I have to check into that with what's going on in Utah with it, because in your state too. I was really
Right.
I haven't had time to go research and go, well, what the frick, they accepted and forced. I can't remember the other two states, but Aurora Northern Brigade. I'll text you the link to the video, dude. You got to go watch it. It's freaking awesome.
Oh, I will.
Imagine that. It's accepted in 3 states.
I heard. I know one of them.
Poor Bill, you're not free.
I'm sorry, what?
I think I know one state, but I don't know the other one. One's down south, isn't it?
No, it's New Hampshire, Utah, I think Alaska. I think Alaska and one other state. I'd have to go back and watch that video again and memorize it. But yeah, the guy that spokesperson, lawyer for the company, basically, came out and said the states during there. I'll text it to you tonight later.
Cool.
Bikes and bullets. I have attempted to share what I know, reference what the law and what attorneys really are. I believe those comments have been shadow banned. Uh-oh. Yeah. Well, that's the thing we got to put up with is, some channels get shadow banned. Some comments don't even, post the comments on somebody's channel. And it's like it immediately disappears. And it's like, I'm just asking a question, or stating a fact that's a known fact, and boom, it's gone.
Yep. That happens to me a fair amount.
Yeah. But I mean, what do we got to do? I mean, we got to use the tools we have available, and I couldn't get the reach on Rumble, and I tried Odyssey for a while about a year and a half ago. That went nowhere, So, what's the point in putting all the effort in if you're not gonna reach out, get views and take your knowledge and your opinions and put it out? I mean, it's just there's no point in taking the time to do it. And right now, unfortunately, the only option I really have is YouTube. So I'll keep doing this.
I don't know why people don't leave YouTube. I don't know.
Yeah, well, go create.
I follow you guys. I follow you guys on all the other platforms, and nobody's there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because people won't switch off of one platform or to another. It's and half of my view. I mean, the subscriber views versus non-subscriber is like very low. Even with my old channel when I had thousands plus subscribers and almost 325,000 views, it was people sharing it on Facebook mostly, and people watching it and not subscribing or not interacting. And I want people to interact. Get on, make a comment, let somebody else make a comment.
You never know. Maybe they are making comments.
Well, yeah, it could be because, I every once in a while I'll put out a video, and I'll check my YouTube studio, and it says I'll check the video, the video list of how many views and how many or comments, and then I'll click on a video that's got like 3 comments, and I go to the video and I scroll down, and there's only 1 comment there, and it's probably bots or something like that. That's spam bots or something like that. But I'd like more interaction on my channel with people, communicating. I mean, that's why I thought I'll give it one more good try, and set up the Discord, even though I'm on other Discords, and those aren't my server. So I'm gonna do what I want on my server, and everybody's welcome. Just don't be an ass and don't be a douche on my Discord.
Right. Unfortunately, you're not getting the views on Rumble. I don't know
Yeah, I
why.
know. I haven't since the beginning, and I know
No.
other people that switched over to Rumble. They're not getting it. Common Sense Conservative. He's got 100,000 views on, or 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and he went to Rumble, and uh, nobody 100 out of 100,000 subscribers. I think he had. I know this is months ago, but he had like say just a little less than 1,000 subscribers on Rumble. And I checked Rumble the other day, and I'm like, boy, I made point zero, or no, I made a nickel in money. And I'm like, can I cash that out? No, you need $50 to cash that out.
Hey,
Yeah, I made
you're
5 cents.
flipping nickel. It makes sense.
What's that?
Said you're flipping nickel. It makes sense.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there you go. Good
That's
one.
how you got your name, huh? You're in that flipping's really a bad word, huh?
Oh, I
You're
got my
just pre-
no, I got my name because my brother, he would always call me Knucklehead, and I mean, that's something in our family. My uncles used to call us knuckleheads all the time, and I don't know. I was wanting to create a logo and start a YouTube channel, and it wasn't going to be what I'm doing now. I tell you that. And then the pandemic hit, and I was like, "Oh shit, I got to do." Finally. But when I was working on a logo, because I'm an amateur, very amateur graphic artist, and I was like, I was a coin collector. I like buffalo head nickels, and I'm like flipping nickel. Kind of fits in the knucklehead thing. I'm a flipping nickel, man. And you never know where I'm gonna land. Heads up, heads. Heads or tails. You don't know. And so that's how I got my name, or I came up with it.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. I mean, I knew Mr. Just also.
Yeah.
I can't
Well.
pronounce that right.
Yeah. I mean.
I got lots of buffalo heads.
I
Oh,
only got 2 of them, I think.
go to
Two
BitChute.
of
Yeah, I haven't tried BitChute. I've tried Odyssey, Rumble. God, one other platform. I mean, I always get people go, go to this, go to this. It's gonna be the next
Yeah.
greatest thing. And what was the
Unfortunately, your followers don't follow you.
right? And it's like, man, you don't know how time consuming it is to even run a damn YouTube channel, man. It's freaking time consuming. It definitely is. I don't know how these guys that have a full time job and have families and shit run a freaking YouTube channel. I don't know. It's hard enough for me.
Well, as far as I can see, you
Oh
and
yeah,
Mouthpiece
Bullets asked,
have the same followers. 4.
what is the channel name on use
The
on
number 4.
Rumble? It's Bill C Cole, Bill CKOLE. That was my original name on YouTube until I decided to go with Flippin' Nickel. And I can't change it on Rumble, and that's probably the problem. But Rumble won't allow me to change my name, and it's like, well, okay, I can delete it. And I'm only pushing stuff up there that I know if I put it on YouTube, I'm going to get a strike, or would get a
Yeah.
strike. So I'm posting it to Rumble, because I mean, I don't, I spent so much time, 3,000 plus videos, 1,000 subscribers plus. Was getting ready to
Yep.
decide if I was going to be monetizing my old channel, and YouTube came up and just fucking took it all away. And I'm like, I was like, took me like a month and a half, and I was like, well, let me let me start one more time. Let me get one more try. I'll try to be a little bit more careful. But it got pulled down for showing Antifa shit. They were always
Yeah.
community guidelines violence, and it's like, yeah, all these violent people out there kicking people in the head in Portland. Yeah, it's all in up this Antifa out there kicking people in the head, which everybody else gets away with, but they decided to crush me for it. So whatever.
Right. And the same thing on Rumble. I had to change my screen name too to a different. I used Big Spruce because I couldn't use Scarecrow because somebody already took it. They said.
Right. Yeah, I mean, when I first started Rumble and I started seeing comments from you, I'm like, who the fuck is this Big Spruce guy? I had no clue, dude. Okay,
Well,
thanks,
because
Michael.
where I
Appreciate it.
live is a lot of big spruces, so I use that name.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of spruce trees out here too, man. Up here in the Northwest. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's me. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I just once I came up with Flip and Nickel, it's like, man, I've had other ideas and name changes, and it's like, no, I kind of got like a little tiny, minute brand here going. I'm just gonna keep the same damn name and not change it like somebody else that which it's
I
like,
can
well,
understand that.
where do you find that person? It's like, if I just stick with Flip and Nickel or Flip and Nickel or Flip and Nickel Productions, you'll be able to find me no matter where I go or end up being. We'll see. I don't know. Things could change here. In the next 6 months, and who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Michael. Appreciate it, buddy.
Probably will too.
But yeah, I mean, maybe I'll start doing some more. But the news up here in the Northwest is just, which I was originally going to cover the Northwest mostly, and I mean, it's just been pretty quiet up here, other than homeless shit and the shootings in Portland and Seattle. I mean, almost every day there's a shooting in Portland. It's like, I'm not going to cover all the shootings in Portland. It's just, who cares? Yeah, it's another shithole liberal city that
So,
wants to
Bill,
defund police and
Bill,
what?
Bill, I didn't get a chance to watch the last video, but can you explain to us about the last one you put up about the
Oh, the
police?
police department guy.
I didn't get to watch it yet. I will, but
Yeah,
That was a
can
he
you
good dude there.
talk about it?
yeah. I mean, it's just short. He basically, was warning cops to uphold their oath and, not obey their tyrannical liberal, overseers. I mean, it's pretty good. Um, it's very short. Watch it when you can. That's cool.
I will. I will
Yeah.
watch it. I watch them all.
More cops standing up, which I'm good. I was pretty surprised. Like I said, the with the convoy rolling through every state, cops are driving by and waving at the live streamers and turning on their lights for them and honking their horns. And it's like, well, you're going through the heartland. Yeah, I lived in the heartland, Illinois for 5 years, and the little tiny town cops are assholes. But I mean, I got pulled over one time. I think I told the story before. I won't go into it, but I mean, he basically just gave me a warning. I was a teenager at the time. Squealing my tires with my girlfriend in the car, trying to show off, and he basically just came up and said, "Son, do you think her father would appreciate that?" And I was like, "Oh fuck!" And he's like, "You take her home right now, son." And I'm like, "Yes, sir." Whatever. But small town cops up in Washington, a battleground where I grew up for a little while up there too. They were just assholes. They got, "Oh, I'm a cop. I'm in a little tiny town of 3,000 people. I'm gonna bust whoever I can." We got same kind of cops in my town, man. It's revenue, revenue, revenue.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, there
Yep.
he is. The man, the myth, the legend showed up.
Mouthpiece. Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
yeah. He's got a big
Bring
day.
him up.
He's got a big day tomorrow.
He does? What's he
Yeah.
got going?
You can ask him about it. I'm not gonna divulge what he's got going on, but Yep,
Oh,
yep. But
I've been following you two guys for years.
I know. Well, we got to get back to doing weekly voice discourse, dude. Stop
Yes,
being lazy about it, man.
yes.
Because I haven't heard much from our Mississippi guy for a while. Um, he's been. I mean, yeah, I see a post every once in a while or something like that. But yeah, we need to do
I
that.
hope he's well.
Yeah, we gotta at least do it like Friday evening or something. I know somebody's gonna be working and driving, but me and you
Yep,
and maybe our Mississippi contact can get up there at 6:30, 7 o'clock on a Friday night and do
that's
what we.
fine with me.
Yeah, cool.
I can stay up late on Fridays.
Yeah, because the other Discord server I'm on, we used to do it all the time, and then it's just I mean there was quite a few. I don't know, I'd say 45 people in the server, but it seemed like the same people always came back and would get on chat and or the voice, and it would always
Yeah.
go sideways, and it's like, well, you know we're just going to talk about this and that. We're not going to talk about what's going on. We're not going to talk about gold backs, the economy, how we're going to, if shit hits the fan, what we're going to do or what we're doing locally. It was always, I got my haircut today, and it's just like, oh my god, I got to leave. I can't stay on a voice chat where people are just sitting there.
Well, the shit hit the fan here in New Hampshire.
It did.
Gasoline is, yeah, gasoline is $4.19 a gallon.
That's
Oh,
what
so you
ours
guys,
is too.
I paid 409 yesterday.
Ours is
So
419 too.
things are gonna
New
start
York.
revolting here soon.
Well, your state's got the motto for it, man.
Yep, we ain't gonna put up with that shit.
What is that, by the way? Live free or what?
Die.
That's right.
No.
Old man on the mountain. That's what your quarter is
Yeah.
too. Your state
Well,
quarter has the old man on the mountain. I actually I
it
embedded
does.
one of those quarters in one of my rifle butts.
You can be assured civil unrest will be coming soon.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you what, man. If gas gets up, I mean, I've seen it. Some places down in California on the, little snippets of the California news. Some places down there in Southern California, man, it's like $7 a gallon, man. It's like if that doesn't
Wow.
say something and get you pissed off,
Believe me, the shit is
it's
gonna hit the fan soon.
man, it's gonna keep going up, and people are gonna be like, holy
Yeah.
shit! It's like, well, what were you doing in the meantime?
Yeah.
Oh, you voted for Joe Biden.
Uh,
You don't
every
want.
gas pump, every gas pump around here has a sticker with with Joe Biden's face on it. It says, "I did this."
Oh
They should make gas cap.
yeah, I don't know. This whole situation, maybe it's getting people off their ass and going, well, maybe I should have been doing something for the last 5 years or 10 years or 20 years.
When the price of gasoline goes up, people don't stand for that.
Yeah, see ya, Mouthpiece. Thanks for coming, man. He's always got my back. He's got a
Come on, James. Come on up.
no. He's got a big day tomorrow. He can
Oh,
put it in Signal or something. I know what he's doing, but it's important, so I'm not gonna mess with him.
oh, I miss talking to you guys.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's hard. I mean, I like to do this 6 o'clock streams, but normally I'm not in the mood to do a stream at 6 o'clock in my
I
time.
understand. Yeah.
It's like I don't start getting fired up, and I mean,
Oh,
I don't start getting fired up until about 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then I start getting pissed off, and I'll do a live stream, whatever. Screw it, I don't care.
everybody's gone to bed here, so I'm up, and I figured I'd check in.
Yeah, no, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I know it's not a work night for you, so thanks for coming up. And
Nope.
I don't know if you guys got any last words. I'm kind of running out of steam here anyway. So,
Oh, shit. Don't
Oh,
go
y'all
off
have
now.
a good night.
well, I mean, I don't have to go. I can stay up for a little bit longer, but you know,
No, I got to get busy and do some stuff around here. That's why I was actually still up. I was doing some stuff in the kitchen,
Yeah.
making things. Not necessarily food.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But
But yeah,
yeah,
thanks for coming up.
it was
And
good talking to y'all.
what's that?
I said it was real good talking to y'all.
Yeah, it's good. And
Yeah, same to you.
yeah,
Heck yeah.
let's hope my Discord idea works and we get some people on my Discord.
I'm over there. My name's still Patriots over there.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, viewership wise,
Ah,
we'll see what we can do with it. I don't want it to get to be like Facebook and stuff, but you
I
got
don't.
guys like me and Patriots and Mouthpiece Media and
I mean,
Scarecrow.
it's not gonna be like the metaverse.
No, we
Oh,
got a lot of knowledge, and we do a lot of we do a lot of government, data scooping from state websites and stuff, and we keep up on 2A stuff and where most other people aren't checking stuff, busy lives, and it's like, well, that's what I can do is I can provide you guys with the information, like I
I
just
took some interesting screenshots earlier today. I'll
the
probably send those your way.
me.
I I appreciate the intel.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
it's unfortunately, I live on the opposite side of the country, so kind of your state is kind of mostly off my radar map unless I'm like, oh, let's go
It
check.
doesn't matter where you're at. This affects
Yeah,
everybody.
no,
Yeah,
I
we're
know,
pretty much all equally fucked.
but doing research takes a lot of time, dude. Scrolling through stuff and looking at different sources, and if you want to report on something, you better have it guaranteed that it's from multiple outlets and whatever, instead of being fake news.
I've been seeing things getting disappeared lately that I've been sending you.
Huh.
That one, did you get that one video I sent you?
Yeah, I get them all. I mean, it may
No,
take me a few.
I mean, like it was like a video of my TV, like because I recorded it off my TV and sent it to you.
No, no. The only it was the screenshot you sent me, and then the
I
video
I
about.
sent it out to other people too, and they said they didn't get it either.
Yeah,
It's
well,
crazy, and
I told.
it was all about the same. Did you get that last screenshot I sent you? That's what it was about.
Okay,
And
well,
I went to
I
another
told you.
source and I found it at another source.
Yeah, but
And
I told you, be careful with that stuff, dude. You can
yeah,
only share that on a secure application, man.
I have
Otherwise,
Proton.
it's gonna
I
be.
have Proton Mail. Do you have Proton?
No, what I'm saying is, get Signal or that's the secure app we use is Signal. It's encrypted and
Thank you.
it's if we got some, we have Discord, right? But oh, it's not my Discord, but we're all in Discord and we share stuff there. But if it's like something that we don't even want on Discord, we just post it in Signal,
Yeah.
because we're not even gonna take the chance on texting something or because we're all on I'm on an iPhone and I don't know, I think other people may be on Android and stuff, and I don't
Yeah.
even trust the Apple's encryption anymore, really. So unless
Well,
unless me texting somebody else says Apple, then it's more secure. But just sending it to somebody in a text message, I'm like, I normally don't do that. I'll get on Signal and send it to somebody because there's certain stuff that could go poof, just disappear, like you're saying, for
it
sure.
does. It
Yeah.
just goes and gone. That's wrong though. It's fucking
Well,
wrong.
I know what happened to us last year. You were sending me stuff and you were sending me screenshots of it, but I never got the body of the message, but I could see the screenshot and I'm like, okay, I see you sent it, but I didn't get
Huh,
it, kind of thing. That happened
really?
was last year? That happened?
That was the green book.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's some other stuff too, but just be careful with what you're sending, over the
Yeah.
cellular, SMS, so.
Yeah. I said that, to a couple people. No one got it either. I tried to move some stuff even one time that I tried to move it and put it on something else, and it wouldn't let me move it.
Hmm.
Like something that got sent to me, it won't let me move it off of my phone.
Anything sensitive, dude, just do it in some secure fashion. That's all I can recommend.
I don't know enough about it to be secure. Put it in the microwave and turn it on
Well,
for 3
son, it's time to start learning about how to do stuff securely. You know, I'm not going to,
So,
you weren't in the military, but I know what you did. And I'm sure you know about OPSEC and everything else.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just be careful.
Yeah.
so what are your thoughts about the UN planes in Ottawa?
The what?
The UN planes in Ottawa?
I mean, I could never find any definite confirmation of that. So I don't know. I mean, they're
Did
still
you
up saying,
did you see the video?
yeah, I saw the video.
That's confirmation, isn't it?
No, not really. Because,
I
I mean,
Oh.
unless,
I
you know,
seen
I'm not a big, flight tracker guy. I mean, I know people watch Monkey Works with that guy's full of shit. Um, I can't believe he's got 500 some thousand subscribers. That guy is totally full of shit. Um,
I
uh,
seen an awful
sorry,
lot of people
sorry.
saying stuff along the lines of the people that were doing the pushing back were not speaking English
Right. And they didn't have any
or
passports.
French.
They were green, and yeah, they're questioning that up there, because they didn't have any
So
signal.
are you saying that the UN planes weren't there?
I'm not saying either
Oh, I
way.
don't know.
I'm not saying either way. We don't know when that video was taken. We don't know. I mean, we know when it was posted, but we don't know when it was taken. I mean, that's why we got to be really careful about. I was watching a lot of the Russian, Russian airplane gets shot down, and then I started watching my fighter pilot buddies that I follow, and they're like, "That's from DCS." And if you don't know what DCS, it's like probably the best uh, flight simulator, combat flight simulator in the world, and it looks real when you're playing it. I mean, the graphics are just like, I mean, you could fake anything with it. I mean, from you know, um, a radar scope or a missile, Hellfire missile or some other type of missile has a TV set on in the game. Man, it looks totally real. And they were pushing that shit out, and these fighter pilots are just tearing it apart, going, no, no, and yeah,
Well,
I
that's
think
hard to
that's
believe.
because I
It's
think that's
hard to
because
believe that the Canadian police would actually do that to their own citizens.
well, who
It
knows?
really is.
I'm learning more about Canada as we go along, man. It's like I never really knew how their government worked. I knew they were under the crown, but once all this started happening, I started looking into it, and I'm like, holy shit, man. They ain't free, man. Not like they don't,
No, they're
especially
not.
when they gave up, they don't they can own firearms up there, but they gotta go through all. I mean, just a nightmare of shit. But I mean, look what they did there in Coots. The cops took a picture of a bunch of guns on a table and said they confiscated them. How do we know that for a fact? We don't know. I mean, we got deep fakes going on out there on everything, and AI and video editing and all this shit. It's just
Right.
something like, well, how do you know if it's true or not?
They're
It's
that's, they're going to use this information that's getting put out there. They're going to use that as an excuse
right.
to
That's why
monitor us.
you just got to use discernment and go. I don't know, man. My gut tells me that that's either altered or it's not real, or sit on it for a couple days and see if there's any other confirmation of it, or there's multiple sources. That's what I look for. If it's one person, if there's two people that, like, say a UN plane, and there's one person there, but there's nobody else that has video of that plane there, I have to, in my gut, I'm not saying either way. I'm in the middle on it. I'm not saying it's, that video is true or not true, but I'm just saying there's just not enough evidence there for me to say one way or the other that it's real or it's not real. It's just impossible to know right now.
See, you
I
should have
watched two
invited one of
different.
them.
I watched two.
Someone needed to
I
invite one
watched.
of them home with them.
I
Hang on a
watched
second.
two different videos.
Okay.
I watched two different videos for two different people that showed the planes.
Okay. Well,
It's
I mean,
hot. It's
that I've only seen one. And I looked around and
Well,
couldn't. You know,
I put up two for you guys.
I've seen two of them.
maybe.
Yeah, I've seen two of them.
But
Someone
anyway,
needed to invite one of them home for dinner, and then you'd find out all about them.
Well,
it
you know,
wouldn't surprise me if it was true.
You just sit
That's
them
all I'm
down and
saying.
ask them a few
it wouldn't
questions,
surprise. It wouldn't surprise me either. But I just don't know. I mean, I take.
I'm just saying that's what we're up against. Us, all of us, the whole world.
Well, you know, we got so many, you know, bad actors out there too that will take a video and push it out. I mean, that happened in Portland all the time. You know, with Antifa. You know, pushing out videos that were taken out of context, clipping very little, you know, a little tiny 2-second piece,
Yep.
and it just riled up their base of Antifa members. But you actually go watch the entire video, and it's like, well, that Antifa member just fucking spit on the cop and punched him in the face. No wonder the hell he took that person down, you know. But
Maybe you
yeah,
might be right, Bill, but
I don't know, man. I'm just saying.
it's hard to believe that the police would do that to their own people.
Yeah. Well, you know, everybody's like, you know, I've heard people here in the States
I don't know.
over the last year and a half saying, you know, our military is going to come after us, and you know, as a veteran, I'm like, you know, I mean, God, I've been out for 30 years, almost, but
Yep.
you know, it's like
Maybe they will.
I don't see myself, you know, I mean, I was stationed overseas, but I don't see myself at, you know, 21, 22 years old, just following an order like that. If I was here in the States, I don't think I would have done it, even at that age, you know, where I didn't have all the knowledge that I have now. It's just I don't think our military would do anything like that. The woke leaders would probably push for it, but I don't think your rank and file, you know, enlisted people that would do anything like that. I'm sorry,
Well, let me ask you this: if there's an uprising, do you think the military is going to back Biden?
That's a tough
You
question.
see, yeah,
Probably not. Probably not.
exactly. I think you're. I don't think you're right. I think they will.
Well, you know, nowadays, I mean, I don't know what the military is like now. I mean, I know they're all freaking fluff, puff
I hope I'm wrong. Obviously,
wusses. Well, I was watching a guy this morning. He's out of Texas. He's a former Air Force MP and a cop, and he was playing a TikTok video from let's just say a female that was in the service, uh, in the branch of the army. I don't know if she was National Guard or whatever, but she was like sitting there crying about what's going on in Ukraine, and she didn't want to get deployed and stuff. And it's like, what are we actually literally? I mean, I've seen videos of it, you know, where these people in basic training, they can have their cell phones on Sunday. It's like, shit, man. We had to stand in line on a Sunday, you know, to a fucking payphone, you know, and we had 5-minute time limit, you know, so everybody could use a fucking payphone. We had one payphone for our entire company, you know, so you were out there in line on a Sunday, you know, non-training day. You know, it was a church and cleanup day and policing day and stuff like that. But you know, they gave us time to, you know, stand out in line and call our family at least once every 2 weeks. You know, and it's like now they got cell phones. You know, oh God, my feelings got hurt. And no, drill sergeant.
yeah.
You know, they can't. I don't even think they can cuss anymore, man. You know, it's like.
Really?
And I'm sure they have to use the right pronoun now, or yeah, the right pronoun now. You know, you can't just go up to some soldier and be like, you know, hey, you motherfucker, get down and give me 20, man, right now. You know, or, you know, I'm going to rock you for 20 minutes, you little fucking jackwagon. You know, kind of like a Arlie Ermy. They just, I mean, I don't think they can do that anymore, man. Which is sad in a way because we don't want our fighting people to get out there and be like, "Oh, it's getting tough now. You mean I have to stay in a pup tent or a shelter half, and it's wet and cold, and um, we don't get any hot food, and I haven't had any sleep in 3 days." I'm like, fucking shut up, man. Bunch of pussies.
Are
Sorry,
those real bullets?
the new military. The new military.
That
Anyway, let me
list of
see what
pronouns is
Michael
insane.
Bolts has to say here. Let me see. Let me get my glasses. So he agrees with me on the UN plane example. Just because a plane is sitting on at an airport does not equate to it automatically bringing troops in. Yeah, see, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say yes. I'm not gonna say no. You know, it's one of those open things in life where we may never know the answer. I'm not gonna make a I'm not gonna make a rash judgment and say, oh God, the UN is, they're taking over Canada or something like that, which a lot of people are, did after that. They're like, holy shit, man, did you see that? And what is the UN gonna take over Canada? It's like, calm down, people. Jeez, it's the whole social
Well,
media
it is possible.
trigger something into emotion instead of actually thinking about the facts and critically thinking. They trigger people. Everything is to trigger people into an emotional reaction. I mean, that's what and liberals love that because that's their initial reaction is, oh my God,
Right.
you know.
But the police were very violent.
What's that?
The police were very violent.
Yeah, I agree. And
So
I mean, that's why
it does make you think, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, it sure makes me think, but I wasn't there on the ground. I would have liked to been, but I don't know how the hell I could get to Canada without a vaccine and I don't have a passport,
Yeah.
so I couldn't get to Canada anyway.
The police were very violent against their own citizens.
Yeah.
We can't
Well,
deny that.
yeah, no, I mean, I saw it and it was in full context because these guys were live. There was no pushing out
So,
like Antifa
do you
did.
actually think the police were? Do you actually think the police were natives?
Well, to Canada, yeah, the guys on the horses they were RCMP. And some of the other stuff I saw, they were either RCMP or Ottawa police. I mean, I watched so much footage. I don't know. I can't remember if I saw one of the guys in the green uniforms with no identification or patches or anything hitting anybody other than, like pushing back sticks. I can't remember. There was just way too much to consume to get a big picture thing unless you're, sitting there on the ground.
I was looking at a lot of just basically from their nose up and their eyes, where their eyes are, and you could see their eyes, And I
Yeah.
did notice a fair amount of them that were of the large Asian nation variety,
Well,
So,
I watch this shit on my phone, so I can't see somebody's eyes. And I was waiting for you to say brown eyes, and I'd take offense to that. Like, I got brown eyes.
no, but
My
you know
entire
what I mean,
blood
though.
came
And
black.
I heard voices that it definitely did not sound American, and it didn't sound French. Like I heard them talking,
Well,
and it didn't sound like either. And this was in several different. Like I watched a bunch of those damn videos too.
Yeah.
And I noticed little things. Like I pick up on little things when I'm watching them. But I definitely noticed,
I just couldn't imagine.
the
I
eyes.
just
The
can't,
eyes are
can't
the eyes are a
imagine
dead giveaway. Is all I'm saying.
the people that live there would do that to their own people.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens here in America, but it's like, I was, I was very interested in it because it's like freaking history, and a lot of us older people grew up in the Cold War, and we remember, the Iran hostage situation. We remember, parts of, I was born, at my time, and I think it was I was a young kid, but I remember us pulling out of Vietnam, and then we had Beirut, and the incursions there with Libya in the '80s, and just Ronald Reagan saying, "You hit us, we're gonna fucking hit you back, and we're gonna hit you hard," and then being in the military and almost going to Kuwait. I mean Saudi Arabia to fight in the Gulf War. That. Being a young kid, you just don't, you can't forget that shit and duck and cover, and then living in the, the time of
Yeah.
mutual assured destruction. I mean, we dealt with it, no big deal. But we're watching history with what was going on in Canada, and I think we're watching history with this freedom convoy movement that's going on right now. I really do, and it's something to behold and to if you got kids, someday you may tell them, well, the government got tyrannical and a bunch of truckers and some other bold Americans stood up to the government and said screw you, and you got a better world because of that. So I think it's important.
Well, Bill, it's a little too late because they already took off the mask, and you know that.
Sure.
And
All right, Bikes and Bullets,
and,
have a good night, man. Thanks for showing up, buddy.
and they put, they're making this thing about the truckers as nothing.
Well, I mean, I agree with you. Everybody's, it could be too late. Me and somebody else have been trying to get something going for 2 years ago. Like, we ain't got 2 years. We ain't got, it's like everybody's like, like I said, wait until the election. It's like, well, we really don't have time until the election, man. Aren't you watching what's going on in this country and the world, what's going on with gas prices, inflation, and our national debt and everything else? We don't have time to be sitting on our asses going, oh, we're just going to wait till Trump comes back. God, I hate those people.
I know, right? Holy shit.
Well, you can hate on Trump all you want, but were you better off with Trump than you are now?
No,
I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying that I didn't like Trump. He did a lot of things. I'd say 80% of what he did I thought was great. But all these people that look to him as a savior, and it's like, okay, so you're going to wait until 2024 and then see if he does something? No, you have the ability and you have the tools to go and get involved in your local community, all this other stuff, and not wait for some damn savior to come back. It's like, that's why we need this grass movement of people in communities saying hell no to local governments, state governments, federal government saying no, we're not going to take it anymore.
Take a good look at who's in Trump's family tree.
You have
Take a real
to
good look at it.
realize
Follow that back to the root. See what you get.
It's the New World Order. You have to be against that.
Yeah, I mean, I really, I got my opinion on Trump. Everybody has their opinion on Trump. I'm not saying he was a bad. I think he was a damn good president. I just didn't agree with him 20% of the time. I think Reagan, I probably didn't agree with on some of the stuff he did. Clinton, hell no. And then Bush,
well, you have to realize what he was up against.
I totally agree with that. For what he did with all the attacks daily, man, that guy accomplished more than I'd probably say he accomplished more than any other president under his circumstances. Absolutely, totally agree with that. But I mean, like Bush, I was like, I was pro Bush, and when he got elected, I was like, cool, there's no way in hell I was going to vote for Al Gore and wanted Al Gore to get in. But I mean, look what Bush did, and we all know his Poppy was a CIA and New World Order guy too, and the whole Iraq fiasco, and then
weapons of mass destruction that weren't there.
What's that?
I said weapons of mass destructions that weren't there.
Right, exactly. Yep. But everybody thought they were there because Colin Powell got up and said we got confirmation of it. So everybody believed it. And
don't believe what they tell you. It's the deep state. You know that.
Yeah, I lost a friend from basic training that he was still in, and he died over there. Sergeant Tucker, good guy. I think he was from Tennessee. One of the guys I knew in base training got killed over there in like 2008, fighting. So, yeah,
Yeah.
pretty fucked up, man.
Well, yeah. And everything is not what it really appears.
Yeah, exactly. That's why God gave us discernment to, discern. What I'm starting to trust my gut a lot more lately, which I've done that, but I think my gut's winning out over my brain lately and just going,
Yeah.
that something just doesn't seem right about that, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not living in the 1960s anymore.
No. Shit, man. I
It's
wish
a lot.
I wish I was born in like 49. I could have grown
Yeah.
up through the 50s and 60s, B movies and all that shit, just what a great time, and like you've said before, one person, one dad working and they could afford everything, car, house, vacations, everything else. And now look what our country's become, a lot of people
Yep.
can't even afford having two kids and
Basically, we're all
both parents are
slaves.
working.
Slaves.
Yeah, yep,
Slaves.
absolutely. I totally agree with that. Absolutely. So, anyway, I'm
Use
getting
all.
out of here. I think Bikes and Bullets
Oh
is.
shit.
I just want to say thanks to everybody in chat that came tonight. Whoever watched the replay, link for Discord is below. And you guys, we got to get into Discord chat this Friday or something. This coming up Friday, and make that a priority, Scarecrow.
Okay, I will.
I'll do it. I'll be there, man.
Friday.
Yeah,
What
if it's a
time?
good day. What 6:30?
All right.
Yeah.
Eastern.
Well, you're not on our Discord, man.
Get
On
in there.
Discord. On the one that you just set up.
I'm on the same Discord you are, Albany's Discord, but Scarecrow, I and two other people have a separate Discord which I don't own, and that's kind of close to the vest, and it's up to the server person to issue whether they're going to allow somebody in or not. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, thanks, Good Day, for showing up. Appreciate it. Hope things go better for you guys down there in Aussie land. But yeah, thanks guys for showing up tonight. Good talk as always.
Yeah.
Be bold.
Love you guys.
Have a good one.
Yep. Take care, guys. All right. See ya. God bless.
God bless.